Imagine being able to create your own video games where your ideas come alive and capture the hearts of the players all around the world. It's an incredibly exciting prospect, isn't it? But here's the thing, indie game development isn't all rainbows and sunshine. It comes with its fair share of challenges that can make success feel like a distant dream. In this video, we are going to uncover the reason why most indie games fail. We'll also look at practical insights and tips to help you overcome these hurdles and create a game that truly stands out. As a beginner developers, we often have high hopes and expectations, envisioning our initial creation as a masterpiece that will soar to new heights. However, the reality is far from this romanticized vision. Indie game development is a journey of iteration, a process similar to wielding an assault rifle in a virtual battlefield. When we undertake this journey, we must realize that our early attempts may not hit the target with utmost precision, just as the newbie shooter sprays a storm of bullets, hoping one connects. Our first games serve as a foundation upon which we build our skills, knowledge, and experience. They are necessary stepping stones in our evolution as a game developers. With every game we create, we learn from our achievements and setbacks. Like a skilled marksman, our ability to hit the target improves over time. We gain a deeper understanding of game mechanics, storytelling, player engagement, and the intricate nuances that make a game truly exceptional. In the game development, the success requires more than just creative passion and technical expertise. As aspiring developers, we must possess the ability to predict and strategize. This is where the significance of forethought comes into play. Before undertaking the ambitious journey of game development, it is essential to pause and assess the viability of our ideas. Indie game development demands a significant investment of time, money, and effort. We pour our heart and soul into the creation process, and it is only natural to desire a return of our investment. However, this necessitates careful consideration of various factors such as market demand, competition, and target audience. We must analyze trends and patterns, study successful indie games, and determine the underlying reasons behind the success. This research equips us with the knowledge necessary to make informed decisions and shape our game's direction. In the vast sea of games, standing out from the crowd is a daunting challenge. This is where the art of crafting the hook comes into play. A hook is that unique and distinctive element that sets a game apart from others. It is the compelling allure, captivating essence that draws players in and keeps them engaged. Without a compelling hook, even the most well-designed and precisely crafted games may struggle to make an impact in the saturated market. Visuals play a crucial role in capturing attention and leaving a lasting impression. Whether it's unique art style, mesmerizing graphics, or animations, the visual appeal of the game can instantly captivate potential players. However, crafting a hook extends beyond just aesthetics. It involves creating a gameplay experience that is unlike anything players have encountered before. This could manifest through innovative mechanics, unconventional gameplay elements, or novel approach to storytelling. Entering the world of indie development means stepping into the fiercely competitive arena. Luck, persistence, talent, networking, unique ideas, marketing, these are just a few of the variables that can significantly impact the trajectory of the indie game. While luck can play a role in unexpected success, relying solely on a chance is an unreliable strategy. Instead, indie developers must focus on the elements within their control and actively work towards achieving their goals. The journey of developing and releasing an indie game is really a smooth ride. It is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and the moment of self-doubt. However, those who persevere through the challenges, iterate on their ideas, and continuously improve their skills have a greater chance of realizing their vision. The journey of indie game development means not only creating games but also building a business. One common mistake made by indie developers is solely focusing on the game itself without considering the broader of business aspects. Developing game requires significant investment of time, money, and resources, and they must think ahead and predict whether their game has the potential to generate revenue and sustain their venture. Indie developers need to make informed decisions about budgeting, cost estimation, and revenue generation. It's crucial to strike a balance between investing in quality assets, marketing efforts, and other essential aspects while staying within the realistic financial framework. This includes setting realistic expectations for revenue and understanding the potential risk involved. In the indie world, building a supportive community around your games can be a game changer. It can make a significant difference in the success and longevity of their games. Creating a game is not just about development process. It's also about connecting players and building relationships that extends beyond the single game release. By cultivating supportive community, indie developers can establish a loyal fan base that not only plays their games but also becomes advocates, spreading the word and generating organic buzz. One of the first steps in cultivating a community is to establish a clear and open communication channels, providing players with the platforms to share their thoughts, feedbacks and suggestions that allows them to feel heard and valued. Whether it's through forums, social media or dedicated community spaces, creating a spaces for players to engage in discussion and interact with both the developer and fellow fans is vital. In the challenging world of indie game development, one of the most significant pitfalls that many aspiring developers fall into is the temptation to quit early. Success in indie game development is a journey filled with ups and downs, and giving up prematurely can rob developers of the valuable lessons and experiences necessary for growth. When starting out, it's crucial to approach game development with a mindset of learning and improvement. Your first games may not achieve the level of success you envision, but they serve as a stepping stones towards honing your skills and understanding the intricacies of the industry. Embracing the process of learning and iterating allows you to build a solid foundation for future projects and ultimately increase your chances of creating a successful game. One of the critical elements in overcoming the pitfall of early quitting is resilience. It's natural to face challenges, step-backs and even failures along the way. Instead of viewing failures as roadblocks, embrace them as an opportunity for growth and learning. Adapt your strategies, refine your skills and approach each setbacks as a valuable lesson that brings you one step closer to the success. When it comes to indie game development, finding a right balance between treating it as a hobby and running it as a business is crucial. Both approaches have their advantages and considerations, and understanding how to strike the balance is a key to long-term success. Treating an indie game development as a hobby provides sense of freedom and creative exploration. It allows developers to work on projects without the pressure of financial success, deadlines, or market demands. By approaching game development as a hobby, you can focus on the joy of creating, experimenting with new ideas, and learning without the added stress of generating income. However, it's important to acknowledge that treating a game development purely as a hobby may limit the amount of time and resources you can dedicate to your projects. Balancing your game development endeavors with other commitments such as a full-time job, family responsibilities, or other interests can be challenging. On the other hand, running an indie game development as a business requires more focused approach and mindset geared toward generating revenue and building a sustainable career. This means treating a game development as a professional endeavor, setting clear goals, and making decisions with a business-oriented mindset. By approaching game development as a business, you are more likely to allocate dedicated time and resources to your project. In the world of indie game development, drawing inspiration from the work of others is not only encouraged but essential for the growth and innovation. While each developer has their unique creative vision, exploring and studying other games can provide valuable insights, fresh perspectives, and a foundation for enhancing your own game development skills. Pay attention to the game mechanics, user interface, level design, art style, narrative structures, and overall player experience. Observe how these elements come together to create a cohesive and engaging game. One effective approach is to identify unique mechanics or gameplay features of the different games and explore how you can incorporate them into your projects. This could involve combining elements from multiple sources to create something entirely new, or putting your own spin on the existing mechanics to make them more innovative and engaging. In this tough world of indie development, success isn't guaranteed, but don't let that discourage you. By staying positive, learning continuously, and building a supportive community, you can overcome challenges and make your dreams come true. With passion and determination, you have the potential to leave a lasting impact on the gaming world. So keep pushing forward, keep learning, and keep creating amazing games. Watch this next best video recommended by YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.